You asked me, doctor, if anybody in the medical profession or in my environment or healthcare workers talk to me about lost or grievement. No, because I don't think they recognize the devastating facts of what it is for a woman to lose her breast.
When I discovered that this was going on and I didn't know exactly what was going to happen, I asked the doctor a few things, but I really wasn't very concerned about it. And my outlook, I think, thought that I was okay without counseling because she didn't suggest it anyway, so I never had counseling on the problem because I figure, what's the worst thing that can happen? If he doesn't want me, somebody else will.
It's just like they don't give you any, the surgeon and that didn't really give us any information. And at the time, our primary care doctor was in Canada. So it was just bang. So we're hitting the library and everything else trying to get all the information we could. So
I would have asked them, my physicians or the social workers or somebody on staff, to address this whole issue of body image and sexuality, and to spend some time with us helping us to explore what it was going to be like going through this.
I don't care what you say. I don't care how you look at it. Even though it's cancer, people need to think about image as well as part of the treatment process so that women can come out and not feel as if they're different, if they have to be different, and why do we have to hide?
And at a support group you can say anything and everyone is willing to accept you the way you are. So even though he goes with me to these things and I know that he's there, I can still say what I want and cry if I want.
I would demand that my doctors address this issue with me. No one has ever mentioned the word sex or intimacy. No one has ever asked anything about it. None of my doctors.
People look at you as if you're something you buy in a store, that if you got a spot on it, a piece of fruit got a spot on it, just take the spot off and that's it and throw it back in the barrel. But we're human beings. And you go to the doctor and you sit in front of a doctor and he looks at you and the only thing he can see is a tissue. It makes you think twice.
There has to be an understanding with the husband. He has to understand what the person is going through, and if he really loves her, he will understand. And I would say be patient and make the person feel important no matter what, and that it's okay, because otherwise it would be tough.
it's a little nervous. Am I going to hurt her and that? But it really doesn't make any difference once you get used to the fact that you have one instead of two.
It happens in almost like in quantum leaps, and you can see it progressing along. So I think that there's the reassurance and the confidence of patience and time.
I have learned through the breast cancer and everything to have a better outlook on life, and I think I even enjoy sex more now than I did before.
I'm very thankful for being alive today, and I am a Christian. Because of that, I have a lot of faith, and I take each day and I look at it different than maybe the average person may look at it. Because I've had cancer, I put a lot of value in getting up every day and being able to see the day and be able to go through the day. So I get up busy, moving. Time is short. I be moving. I'm ticking with the clock.
I have learned that he is incredibly patient. I've learned that my husband has amazing patience, and that, as someone said to me recently, they could cut off my arms and legs and he would still look at me with a gleam in his eye. And that really is so incredibly reassuring. So I think that I have been shown over and over again by him how much he loves me and how committed he is to our relationship, and that his attraction to me, his sexual attraction to me, is not based on how I look, but really on who I am as a person.